Best of r/entitled parents episode 11. Now first off, I apologize for my writing cause I'm on mobile and I'm really angry at this point, so sorry in advance. So to make this clear that I'm not always correct, but my mom is such a manipulative, controlling bitch. I do make mistakes, but from the time I told her I broke something or etc, she started beating me and verbally abusing me. The abuse started since I was old to go to school. She would beat me if I had a B. She would not let me watch TV for more than 1 hour a day. My friends got a phone in 6th, 7th grade and I got my phone 5 months ago. I'm a sophomore now, but I used to have other apps and games on my dad's phone and I would play when she was not around, and she used to physically abuse me when I used to fall when playing football or any sports and tell me to play sports that she likes, and she would berate me, make me feel like shit. And an example of what she would say to me: if I knew a kid like you was gonna pop out, I would have killed you in my stomach. You can't be my kid. You were probably exchanged in the hospital and belong to a poor ass family. Why are you eating like this? Don't we give you food? You probably belong to a poor ass family. You can't be my kid. I asked for some more food cause I was tired from practice. And the ultimate: she's Indian and does some ritual stuff on Fridays where she doesn't eat some stuff, etc. Oh, you are gonna report me to your counselor. I'm her mom. I'm giving you a curse that you will not live a successful life. You will die without any water or food and no one would be around you when you die. And if you marry someone, you'll have shit kids in the first place. No one's gonna marry you cause you are a fucking loser with no good grades. And as I'm writing this post to cool down, she's saying in the other room that she'll put me up for adoption, and not even your dad will stop me from doing that. And then watch what happens to me. In this point, I'm really fucking tired of this life. I don't know what to do. Sorry for my grammar. That's it, guys. Edit 1. Guys, I forgot to say that she also says that don't make any friends. You came here to study, so don't make any friends, and they are strictly against dating. She says after you get a job, date a girl and marry her. Don't be like these crazy American bitches and date 300 people. And she's somewhat racist against people of color. Edit 2. My parents are taking my phone and they are gonna take it tomorrow and will not give me back, and telling me that to not call them dad or mom and they will kick me out of the house when I'm 18. Thank you. Next. I want to say at first that I am on hiatus for commissions and do not make models for just anyone online anymore. And I make 3D models for 3D printers and rarely send them out. Depending on what it is a customer wants me to make, it can cost anywhere from $5 to $45. But I prefer to keep it cheap, as these things cost nothing but time to create. I enjoy doing it, and I've been in the same chair with having financial issues. But why would someone with financial issues have a 3D printer in operational condition? So I mostly keep the $45 price for if they want multiple things, have me print them, difficult things to make, and shipping. I mostly just do commissions from people who I work with for things like their little sibling's birthday present, or a model for a project, but I used to advertise this weird commission thing openly. I had a small website that I made with my friend, who I will call Anthony. Anthony helped keep everything under control, and filter through which commissions I can and can't do, queue them, etc. So I could get the ones I was working on done quicker. There is a kid who is also in my workplace and in a couple of my classes who is an absolute asshole, who we'll call Carl because that's really just what he is. I was finishing up a PowerPoint in my biology class with Anthony, and Kyle walks up to me and starts asking about commissions. Hey, if I draw a picture of insert anime character here, can you make a 3D model for free since you know me? I was a little confused, since I had stated on my site and almost everywhere that I had to go on hiatus due to the laptop I use for this task being broken. I beg your pardon, I replied. Can you make me an anime model? Anthony already looked a little irritated, and decided to respond for me. No, he can't right now. He typically doesn't do humans, anyways. Kyle was already pissed. Well, why not? You know me, and I refuse to pay for something that takes what, 5 minutes to create? I was dumbfounded by the idea that he thought it'd take 5 minutes to make an anime model from scratch. I don't know you well. We are acquainted, but even that just barely. If you want a name tag, I can write you down, as those typically take seconds to make, and only take 20 minutes at most, but only if you want a lot of detail. That is the only thing I will do for free. Sorry, I replied, trying to get back to finishing the PowerPoint. What is so exciting about a name tag? These damn models don't take much effort. Why can't you make me one? Kyle's voice was doing that stupid shaky thing where it is whispering but yelling, like a lot of Karens and Kyles do. Anthony decided to respond again, this time. These models can take upwards of 10 hours to create at times. Now, can you do both me and Iridius a favor and fuck off? Not until you tell me why you can't make a cheap model. Kyle snapped. Look, Kyle, it's rare for me to even make my closest friends models for free. I mostly just discount it. Plus, my home laptop broke yesterday. That is the one I make commissions on. I've posted it everywhere that the commissions are closed for a while. I also explicitly stated on every piece of media I'm on that I do not do humans. And like stated, I barely know you. Kyle stormed off, and both me and Anthony thought that would be the end of it. Big surprise, it wasn't. On my website, I posted an alt phone number and forgot to take it down when I went on hiatus. I was at my job at Taco Bell, I'm a cashier, and when I go on break, I check my phone and it had 94 missed calls. 94. And whoever the hell it was still was trying to contact me, so I head outside and text that person. Hey, who is this, and why did you call me 94 times in a 3-hour period? I texted. A minute or so later, my phone buzzed. Call. Can't text well. So, in a second of sheer stupidity, I answered their next call. Hi, is this Iridius, or Anthony? From the 3D modeling commissions? A voice that screamed Karen went on. Yes, this is Iridius. Mom, I am on hiatus, so I won't be done with it for quite a while. Whatever it is you are commissioning, but I can put you in the c. I was cut off. Did you tell Carl you won't accept his money simply for asking for a model? He came home upset and he told me you said that. Ma'am, he tried to get me to do a commission for free of something I explicitly stated I will not do while I am on hiatus. If he really wants that model, he's going to have to find another way to do so. I sighed. Well, he said you denied him service, which you have no right to do. Karen's whiny voice was practically stabbing my eardrums by now. It mine and Anthony's business. If we want to refuse service, let alone do something we said we won't do for free, with no way to do so, we can. And quite frankly, the display you are putting on right now, I will do just that. You stole my son's money, I will report you. Karen snapped. Oh my fucking god, woman, I am not doing commissions for anyone. I did not take any money. He tried to get something that I can't do from me for free. I can't do commissions until my laptop is repaired anyways. I had enough of this bullshit. Well, he wants that model that he paid for, so make him one now. It's not like they take long. He said they take 5 minutes at most. They aren't that hard. Just suck it up and spend 5 minutes. He more than deserves that from you. WHO, he says, bullied him. I dropped my hat on the ground after deciding that I probably won't give up without a fight, as I am not really good at walking away from conflict. I did not bully him. Models take hours. Well, he said he can make one in 5 minutes. Then tell him to do it. I snapped back, now attracting attention from the people in the fast food line, so I decided to start walking down the stores behind the shop. He can't make humans, she said back. Neither can I. I am pretty sure she heard the cars that were passing by and exploded. I hope you are hit by a car. I'll make my son's model before I do it myself. I gasped and looked out into the passing traffic, then at my phone. It was a $15 flip phone that I bought specifically for my business. It won't cost much, and it'd be funny. I threw the phone into the traffic, where it got crushed. I continued to my house. The next day at school, I explained to Anthony what happened, and why the business phone number needs to be removed, and why it will be changed, and why I needed a new business phone. Kyle walked into the class, and looks throughout, and is infuriated when he sees me, as in temper tantrum breaking shit infuriated. He started throwing shit at me, and yells, "You are supposed to be dead." Thankfully, a teacher overheard the commotion and escorted him to the office. I never heard from him or his mom again. Thank you. Next. Disclaimer. I'm not a girl so I can't speak here. Hope you enjoy. Our story begins at my house and my sister buys a new hair straightener. Well, it burns her hair in that, so we drive up to the mall where she got it. The cast: M, my mom; S, sister; me, guess; SW, entitled saleswoman; SM, entitled salesman; EM, entitled manager. We get to the mall and go to the shitty kiosk that they are set up at. My sister approaches S. Excuse me, I'd like to return this hair straightener I bought yesterday. SW. Okay, what was wrong with it? S. It burned my hair. In a causal tone. Her hair was burned bad and she shows pictures. SM. It's not burned. S. You're telling me you don't see this? In a more agitated tone. SM. I do. It's not burned. M. No, it's burned and dead. SW. We don't offer refunds. M. Because your product is shit. In an angry tone. SM. It's not shit. SW. Would you like the manager? S. Yes, the manager comes out. EM. What's the problem here? S. The product they sold me burned my hair. EM. Show me. S proceeds to show them. EM. Well, it does function at a high temperature. M. Why was we not notified at the time of purchase? EM. We aren't liable for the fault of the product. It is not misinforming because it's safe. M. To me quietly. Record with your phone. I start recording. EM. Are you recording this? I will have you sued for that. M and S. It's public property. He can record also. THATDB evidence for a lawyer. EM. To me. Stop the recording. Me. Finally speaking. No, because you're threatening a lawsuit when you're wrong here. EM. Your sister is in the wrong for purchasing this product without complete satisfaction. This is a lie. So unless you stop, I'll sue you all. This alert security guard. God bless his soul. SG. What's going on here? He gets our sides and leads us to the door and writes a police report and hands it to us while we're being walked out. She says, EM. Make him delete the recording. SG. Mom, I cannot make him do anything. EM. I'll sue you all. I'll leave you all updated. Thank you. Next. So this happened all the way back in 2015 and I was 8 or 9 at this time, so me and my friend were in a local park having fun playing tag and other games. So we were playing hide and seek with my sister's friends and my friend. Since I was seeker, I was looking for them around the park. So while I was looking for them, there was this child who looked one, so he tripped and fell and started crying. Can't blame him since he landed hard from what it felt like. And the mother comes in. EM. Excuse me, what did you just do to my son? Me. Mom, but I didn't do any. She interrupts me and starts yelling more. EM. No, you know what? You should leave this park and go back home. She said more, but I just forgot what else she said. My sister then heard and started yelling at her. S. Hey, why are you yelling at my brother? You're not his mother. EM. Well, you brother. Then this is the part when my mom comes in. M. Hey, what the fuck is your problem? Don't yell at him like his mother. My mom starts cussing at her for that. And the EM starts yelling more stuff like it was my fault that her child fell. Then my mom starts insulting her more to the point the EM got her child and left the park. This is when my friend comes in. Let's call him J. J. My mom told me about her yesterday when I was in the park. She yelled at someone else for another reason. I was a little pissed after that. That was the first time I get yelled at by a stranger. After the situation, me and the others kept playing tag and hide and seek. TL. Doctor. Entitled mother blames me for a child falling and my mom argues with her for a good 7 minutes. Sorry, but this is all I had. Thank you. Next. This is from a couple years ago but can remember it like the back of my hand. Here we go. EM equals entitled mother. EK equals entitled kid. NG equals nice grandpa. OP equals me. So what had happened was I was riding my bike around this bandstand in a park in the West Midlands, with my grandpa sitting on a bench finishing ice cream we had before I started cycling. I was having fun until I noticed another boy, around 5 or 6, in a go-kart going at quite speed. I just ignored it, but 5 minutes later the little shit was racing right towards me at full speed and knocks me off my bike, resulting in me falling on my side and cutting my elbow. My grandpa rushed over to me to tend to my injuries, and I get back up to see EK pretending to be hurt on the floor. The way he rammed me couldn't have resulted in him falling off. Here comes EM. EM, what the hell? Why did you ram my kid off? NG, you should be asking your child that. He knocked my grandchild off. EM, my little angel would never do something like that. Your grandson is stupid. Me. Excuse me lady, but your son just rammed me off of my bike and hurt me. He's pretending to be hurt because there's no way he fell off the way he crashed into me. EK, mum. Him hurt. EM quickly tends to her kid and sees no bruises or cuts whatsoever and then looks at me to see my elbow bleeding. EM, learn some manners, boy. That is not how you interact with others in a park. EM and EK storm off to their bench and he looks back at me with an evil smile on his face and then continues to drive like a madman around the stand. I get another ice cream because of the ordeal. Be careful guys. Kiddie NASCAR can be very dangerous. Thank you. Next. Welcome to the 7th Smash story. I hate this. This story is more my friend's, but I was there. It was a doubles, so you had to bring a friend. A friend of mine brought me. The local was in a little room and a local sandwich, so we had to be kinda quiet at the beginning as there were still people buying food. This time it looked like mostly adults or people in their late teens, so we didn't expect any problems. There were a few younger people, a couple of kids that looked about 9, but they seemed okay at first. And these kids were not too bad either. One played Young Link and one played Fox. They got to about top 8, and as it turns out we were against Ec1 entitled Kid 1, Ec2 entitled Kid 2, Electric Boogaloo M entitled Mom F Friend A announcer, also the owner's son. It was me using Jigglypuff and my friend using Ice Climbers while they used Fox and Mario. We beat M pretty bad the first time. It was best 2-5, and we took a break after it. The mom approached all JoJo-like and asked us if we wanted $30 each. We kinda were confused at first, so we asked her why. To let my sons win. They tried too hard together and they wanna win. He'll give you $30. F nah lady, we good. Me yeah, we also tried hard together. Fine. $40. Me we don't want your money. For God's sake lady, fuck off. $50. Take it or leave it. F no. Go away before we tell the announcer. Fine. We ended up beating M and at the end M stands up and yells. Hey, you can't win. You said my kid's good. F lady, you tried to pay me $50 to let your kid win. We said no, go away. No, you said you didn't want the money, not that you won't let my kids win. Alright, already calm down, what happened? They said they would let my kids win. We said no to your bribe. You tried to bribe them? Why? I wanted my kids to win. At this point Ec2 starts saying that his mom told him he was gonna win and how she lied while the other one just cried. It was a shit show until the announcer yelled at M to leave. But she didn't. You two teenagers are going to hell. I'm going to sue your ass. It's been about a year and I'm still waiting. You should have to quit. Get out now before I call the police. He pulls out a phone and shows that 911 was about to be called, so M takes her kids and fucks off real quick. We ended up winning and getting a free 12-inch sub and a cookie for getting yelled at, and a coupon for chips and a drink and 6-inch sun for 75% off, so that's kinda cool. I still go to that place sometimes, for food or for a local. But damn, was that a day and a half. Thank you. Next. So this happened about a week ago. The cast. K. Karen LS. Karen's son aka the little shit B. The kid who bullied LS. I take the same yellow school bus to and from school every weekday. There's this one kid, LS, who is always picking fights and generally being annoying. Lately, he's been insisting on taking up one of the back seats of the bus despite being younger than everyone else who usually sits back there. I know it's stupid, but it's always been the rule, no questions asked, that the oldest get the back seats. B in particular always sits in one of those seats, and, one day, asked LS nicely to move one seat down when he had taken B's usual spot. LS made a huge fucking deal out of this and whined, refusing to leave. Everyone was telling him to just move already. Even the bus driver told him to back off, but he wouldn't. B sat one seat down but bitched at LS for the rest of the ride. Next day, LS tried to pull the same shit. B got pissed and bitched at him some more, but nothing really happened tbh. The worst he did was pick up LS's backpack off his seat and set it one seat down. LS whined some more until he got off the bus. I didn't really think anything of it until the next morning. When the bus stopped at LS's driveway, the 6 or 7 of us who were on the bus saw LS's mom, K, step out of a car by herself and stomp angrily toward the bus. Oh shit. Without any hesitation, she stepped into the bus, holding her phone, and pointed it at all of our faces for several seconds, videoing us. I heard her yell at the bus driver before getting out, "What the fuck?" She just did two rather illegal things. A. Get on the school bus without the consent of the school board, and B. Film several minors without consent. Best of all, you know what she told the bus driver? She said her little boy was getting brutally bullied and that we were all beating him up on the school bus. She was crazy. LS didn't take the bus for a couple days, but he's recently started taking it again. He sits at the front now. Mayo. Edit. I don't really agree with either LS or B. I think their argument was stupid and they were both taking themselves too seriously. The point of my post was to talk about K.